So there's going to be a dump of $9 billion worth of Bitcoin onto the market in like the next week or so. Or is that really the case? We're going to be discussing that today because I did speak about this recently on the channel and a lot of people got very angry with me of some of the data that I provided. So what I want to do now is I actually want to take a look at what happens when huge amounts of money gets dumped onto the Bitcoin market and whether or not we should really be worried about the Mt. Gox dumping that is about to ensue. So we're going to discuss that along with a whole host of other information that you guys need to be fully aware of because the market is about to get crazy. Just before we jump into it, I did bring you guys Simple FX on the channel around a month ago and they are prepared right now to give you 10 USDT for the first 30 respondents to this quick survey. So literally all you need to do, head to the link in my description, fill out this survey, and you're going to get 10 USDT directly into your account for free. You can also follow the link and sign up and get a $5,000 deposit bonus as well. So the link is down in the description. First 30 to do it will get the $10. So if you're watching this right now, go do it, get yourself that $10. With that said, I'm recently trying to give up coffee again. And do any of you guys get this? So coffee, basically a caffeine pump and dump, yeah? So I drink coffee and it makes me feel great for about 30 minutes and I feel absolutely horrible. So right now I'm drinking green tea. I drink the black teas. It makes me feel fine, but I'm missing coffee. So let me know if any of you guys in the comment section have gone through anything similar. So Bitcoin's daily RSI is the most oversold it's been in 300 days. The last time the RSI was this low, Bitcoin had just consolidated for 3+ months just below the key resistance of 30,000. We're looking right now at 3+ months of consolidation below 70,000. So that's pretty interesting. And if we do jump over to the Bitcoin chart, this is our daily chart, and you can see we're still holding that $59,000 to $61,000 region, teetering right on the support. So what we want to see is this hold and for us to slowly start growing back up. Of course, you guys know that. Of course, that's what we want. But a couple of things that we can look at. First of all, we can see this is a higher low from here. And technically, what we had just a couple of days ago was another higher low at 58.5. So that's quite bullish in my eyes. On top of this, we are still holding this support. We have completely flipped on the liquidations. There's now close to $10 billion of liquidations right at this point for Bitcoin, which is very bullish in my eyes. And on top of that, on a technical level, guys, basically everything is pointing at oversold and for Bitcoin to move up. There is one thing though that, as you know, I'm very aware of that I think might happen, and it's a quick flash dump to the downside. If you think about traders in this market and you try and get past and you try and get behind the mass psychology, right? What they're going to be doing is they're going to be putting stop losses right in this region because that is the last high. That is the last low. So they're saying right now we've done a higher low right here. So what happens is mass people will probably start to get long again. We can actually see this clearly that people are going long and more people are getting long at this region, right? So another dump to the downside to flush out liquidations and stop losses is definitely on the cards in my eyes. So I'm waiting for that to happen. Any trades that I have open won't get liquidated for a long way down. That's the way I stay safe. And of course, we have our stop losses in place. We have our Bitcoin trade that we got involved in at 59.6 because I did put a buy order in there. That's in 35% profit. You can see it right there. And we do have the Solana trades that I was trying to do, but sadly we lost our symmetrical triangle here. What we can see happening for Solana on the daily is potentially a bearish retest, right? A bearish retest of this, what was support and is now flipping into resistance. So that's what we don't want to see playing out here. And what we do want to see is for us to break out. I want us to see go into this box and then retest this resistance. If we do get up here and we start to rebound off here, I may get into another long for Solana, but we'll have to wait to see what's happening there. Let me know what you guys are doing with your Solana trades. All of mine were actually stopped out, but we have our Bitcoin trades. And then we also have a couple of trades that we've opened recently. I did long Arbitrum, and you can get access to my trades when I do them, following the link to the Patreon. And you can also sign up to MARGEX, $10,000 deposit bonus if you guys want. And there is no KYC on this exchange. So with that said, guys, what else have we got to look at? We are seeing second consecutive days of positive Bitcoin inflows. We are also seeing a very clear repeat of what happened in 2020, in 2016, consolidation, if not a bit of a dip between reaching the old all-time highs, finding it a little bit struggling here, and we're struggling here, and then off to make new highs again, which I think is just going to play out exactly the same way. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Everyone wants to know about the $9 billion that Bitcoin that they are about to dump, right? This is what I want to talk about, okay? So Bitcoin and Bitcoin Hash claims is scheduled from July until October. So July until October, and will not occur all at once. Additionally, the claimants will receive payments partially in kind. So the statement that $9 billion of Bitcoin will be sold, these claims are inaccurate. So what we can discuss here, right? First of all, there are a lot of different ideas around. I did talk about potentially only having like 0.0008 of the Bitcoin given back to the holders, and then the Japanese government would be holding the rest of the Bitcoin, potentially dumping it. We've also seen rumors about 21% being given back. But whatever it is that's being given back, right? Let's focus on the $9 billion because there is $9 billion worth of Bitcoin, give or take, right? So whoever gets it, whether it's the creditors, the Japanese government, whichever government, whoever gets it, right? It's $9 billion. Now let's look at something here quickly. Grayscale sold another 490 Bitcoin, right? Just the other day. That's 30 million. The total outflows are 340,000 Bitcoin, all right? And this metric right here is so vital. It's so important to understand this, for me anyway. This is all based on speculation around what I think about the market. But 340 Bitcoin, right? That is 20 billion. $20 billion of Bitcoin. This happened over around 6 months, right? $20 billion of Bitcoin. So more than 2x the amount of Bitcoin that is going to be sold, even if every single Bitcoin was going to be sold. 2x of that has been sold by Grayscale. And if we look at the Bitcoin chart, we had the ETF approval around this period, right? This was when the ETF approved. And from there, give or take, we are up today 43%. So more than 2x the amount of Bitcoin that has scared the Bitcoin price, that has caused people to dump. More than 2x the amount was sold onto the market during a 40% increase. Pure data right there. That is what happened, right? So the market can sustain it. And what I like to say always is, the news of an event like this is nearly always harsher than the actual event itself. The sell pressure of this, unless $9 billion is sold in one single transaction, which of course would push the price down, but that price would then get eaten up like crazy. I would be buying on that wick like crazy, right? But that's not what's going to be happening. This is going to happen slowly over time, probably more time than that $20 billion was sold. So I put it to you guys that this is nothing but a fear, uncertainty, and doubt event. And most likely there are people lying to you and trying to get you to believe in this narrative. Now, we are still very much in a strong bull market. Nothing that is happening right now in this chart is unusual to what happened back here. You can look at it from this region right here. We went up and down, up and down, up and down. We even went down 50% before making another high. So nothing that's happening right now is out of the ordinary. I believe that we are going to continue on this bull run. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. You guys can just follow along on the journey. There's no reason to do anything that I'm doing. I'm not your financial advisor. I have no idea what kind of financial space you're in. You guys need to make your own decisions, do your own research, smash the subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with what I'm doing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.